So how are the Black Friday sales going this year? Make sure you guys smash the link, crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more content why we're not in the office. It's cold. It's windy. There's a snowstorm outside. It's rough. Also, we have our own Black Friday sale up. I'll leave a link down below. You guys can check it out. I've discounted things. Tomorrow will be the last day of the sale. I recommend giving it a little whirl through. So, what are things I have been seeing sale-wise? If you've been keeping up with Market Watch, yeah, it feels a little bit dead right now in the market. You shouldn't be too surprised. We're between Jump Festa right now, and we're on a massive cool down from all of these sets. I expected that there would be a drag through the holiday season, but God, I didn't expect it to be, this bad. The meta is stagnant. I swear we just did a State of the Game update like a week ago, but game's kind of boring right now. You need excitement to drive prices right now. But typically, when we usually see these Black Friday opportunities come up in these slashes of sales, one, it's stores trying to get rid of product. But I will tell you though, stores that are trying to dump these booster boxes at $15 to $20 right now, where you might be thinking, well, maybe it's not really, I don't really want anything out of it, but you've got other people out here that are seeing like $15 booster boxes, and their brains are clicking right now. They're like, oh, this is, I wanted a box of this set. $15? Oh, okay, I'll go pick up a box of this from my LGS. I need a couple things out of this. There is a counterbalance system right now, and it is actually going off pretty strongly within the marketplace. And I do think some of this dead product, as we're calling it, is actually gaining some traction. Now, you might have heard me talk about on Market Watch this morning. These legendary 5Ds decks on TCG Player, they hit $60 a piece on TCG, and holy fucking shit, man. I can't make this shit up. I am so shocked to see that people are, spending this crazy amount of money to pick these products up. Like, you can go to Best Buy and you can find this product. LGSs should be getting it within the week. Like, these products will be hitting the shelves. But there is just so much FOMO right now. Even if you're getting 10% back on $60 ordering from TCG Player, that 10% is not worth it. All right? Like, the amount of people, and this leads me kind of into like my next point here, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually selling right now? What are we actually seeing here? Well, because the Grand TCG Player kickback lasted, or is lasting for, a couple of days here. I'm actually filming this Sunday morning. You'll see this about Sunday afternoon. So what's actually kind of happened is there's been a slower pace of things disappearing off of the market. Legendary 5Ds decks, I think, was one of the first things to kind of go. Artholion was one of the second ones. And then you started to see, some of these cheaper boxes start to go. Now, in terms of heavy executed buyouts, people spinning in, trying to pick up, large numbers of cards right now, I've really not seen anything. Now, heading into the end of day 3 into Monday morning, we might see that change, though. As more people are kind of calculating, trying to figure out, what things that they want to pick up, where they want to kind of put their money and decide. The problem is, though, the 5Ds decks are the product right now. They're the one that everybody wants. Phantom Revenge boxes was another one of actual interest for Black Friday. These boxes are steadily holding at $67 a piece. And they are rotating pretty quickly, but once again, people are seeing this and they're like, 10% back on a $67 box. If I want to pick up a case of this, I'm going to get that 10% back into store credit. And it's like, okay, well, I'm technically getting these boxes even cheaper, and I'm just getting free store credit to be able to use later on to get more stuff that I want once, this theme comes out. There will be people that will try to save this credit for as long as humanly possible before they have to actually use it. It's actually kind of crazy to think about. But Phantom Revenge right now, my comment section tells me dog shit set. People, I guess, don't seem to realize that we've not gotten wave 2 of this. And, that would be our April set. So if they are going to dump in a wave 2 and they're going to ramp this shit up from like a 6 to a 10, well, you're going to look like you're fucking crying and pissing on the floor if this stuff ramps up pretty quickly. So we'll wait and see. They've done it before. Look at Yummy getting Marshmallow, for example, look at, Draco Tail didn't really need more stuff. But, K9 got an extra that card. Pretty goddamn good, if you ask me. In terms of other card game, or honestly across my own Black Friday sale, you would think, and I guess this was kind of a thought too from what I was getting told from a couple people that actually went out, people are like, the economy's supposed to be bad right now. You hear all of these stories about blah, 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 things are dog shit. But when you turn your head and you go out to these Black Friday sales and you look around, there are people, and same thing like through Cyber Monday here, through Cyber Weekend, there were people that were spending large amounts of money on these sales, going out to these stores. A lot of people were saving. They were biding their time. A lot of people knew that Black Friday was coming up, so they put whatever extra money that they had aside to try to pick up whatever that they could on sales. Look at Ultra Pro tossing out the dollar sleeves for this year. Probably one of the best sales I have ever seen in the history of things. Dollar pack sleeves, even if they're like not good for like tournaments. If you're going to sit down and you're going to play test for hours, those are the kind of sleeves that I want to have on my deck just to be able to shuffle up, toggle through, go through options. Like, that's amazing. All right. There's so many little caveats and pluses to that I loved everything about that. I thought that was a great thing to see from that side. But I think what this year signifies was more people were saving their money up to this point to try to get more things. Money is passing hands right now. If you think that, the Yu-Gi-Oh market is jammed up, they haven't actually had a good date in many a year. It's a little bricked up, but it's not. Things are still moving. The thing is, we're so scared of where we're going from here, with the full arts and things like that, where does Konami take the next step? That, until we see something come out here, or we see, the next big push here, the market's just kind of in free fall. So there's nothing exciting coming up. We do know we're in another set. Reveals should begin in a week, which we just have one more week of drought until things kind of push back out. But for the time being, yeah, even with 10% kickback and cheaper opportunities and deals, yeah, the market's just being sluggish. But it is not an absolute zero definitive thing. TLDR, 5D's decks are the stupidest fucking price hikes I've ever seen in my goddamn life. We got so much bullshit happening on the back end of the market right now that people are freaking out for zero reason. Phantom Revenge is moving, even though this community tells me it is one of the worst things in the Yu-Gi-Oh sphere ever. People are going to be pissed when they play against Neocraft and they get shit on. It's going to be a fun time, honestly. And to the people that are like, well, I'm not going to buy Yu-Gi-Oh product, that's okay, because other people are looking at $10, $15, $20 boxes and they're picking it up instead of you. You know what? They're actually enjoying the hobby. It's not a justifiable thing across the board because all product has been kind of dog water lately. But it is very important to understand that you as a consumer pawn do not speak for the entirety of the entire Yu-Gi-Oh sphere, and people are willing to spend money even if they shouldn't, i.e., once again, we go back to Legendary 5D's decks. With the sheer amount of money that people are pouring in, it's not like you can't just go over to Best Buy, pick them up and get them cheaper, or go to your local GameStop, pick them up cheaper. There's a snow blizzard happening outside my house. There's 8 to 10 inches on the ground. That is more than most people in their life are ever going to see for snow, and it is mighty freaking cold. And I'm just here to tell you that life is absolutely terrible. Check out my Black Friday sale, and I'm going to go cry in a corner now because it is freaking absolutely cold. Goodbye! patrons. Thank you. Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.